folks, this is Gray here, and today we're going to look at something quite intriguing. On this channel, we've gone over a lot of different power stations, and some folks look for the biggest and baddest possible power station there is, which can cost thousands and thousands of dollars. So something was brought to my attention by a company that I wanted to share with you and get your thoughts on. So we're going to do this quick little review on this product, and look forward to hearing your thoughts. And it's something different that I've never seen on a power station before. All right, so here's this little guy. This is a 300 watt pure sine wave portable power station. And like I said, this is pure sine wave with a BMS system in it. What kind of sets this thing apart, and if you're looking for the watt hours, I think it's, let me do the math in my head, 336 watt hours, if you're curious about that. Anyways, if you notice this, it kind of has some very similarities to some of the power stations that you've seen, and we'll get a close look up at the screen and look at some of the capabilities of something like this. But if you notice it, it's very small. It has a handle on it to kind of, pull around and whatnot. But here's what really sets this thing apart, is these little batteries that kind of pop out of this unit that you can take out and charge other things. Each one of these batteries is 4,000 milliamps per battery. And they do just much more than just charge, let's say, something as a cell phone or something like that. They have all kinds of different products like this vacuum cleaner that these batteries sit in. Like I said, you can also use this as a portable power station outside of taking these batteries out on the go. So to me, this kind of stands out in regards to portable power stations. I've never seen nothing like that before. And just kind of show you how this battery, the battery on the little vacuum cleaner, and this is all by the same company, and I will put a link to the company, of course, with any other discount codes that I happen to get down below if you're really curious about this stuff. And like I said, this battery just kind of slides in, just like these batteries. They're all interchangeable to run stuff like this. They have all kinds of different products on their website, from, like I said, the power stations to, home cleaning supplies to gardening or outdoorsy stuff, like lawnmowers and edgers and stuff like that. But I implore you to go check out their website. It's just quite intriguing. When they approached me about this, I was like, I usually don't like to do the little power stations because a lot of folks want to run freezers and big stuff like that. But then when I saw it and saw this, I thought to myself, wow, this can actually be something that I can take on the go. I mean, literally, it's 7 pounds. Very lightweight, which packs 300 watts. So I thought that was quite intriguing. And matter of fact, this thing will peak out at 600 watts if you have to plug it into something that is kind of, has that little quick surge or whatnot. Sustained, I don't know how long it would handle that. From my understanding, it's only a couple of seconds, but it can withstand a quick surge if you happen to have something that kind of pops right there in the beginning. So all in all, it's quite intriguing how this thing works. And you can charge it via solar panel, which they gave me a 100-watt solar panel. I'll show that here in a minute. I think I have it over there sitting on the one of the tables over there. You can charge it via your car, you can charge it via solar, or you can charge it via Type-C USB charging, and they have an adapter for that as well that comes with the unit, which is about 100 watts max. And it only, I think it's a 2.5 to 3.5 hours to go from 0 to 100%, which is not too bad for a little portable power station. But yeah, folks, let's take this on the bench and get a close-up look at it. All right, folks, so let's kind of take a look at the front of the screen of the B300 Litheli. And like I said, everything is going to be very simple on the screen. And when you see me turn on the screen, you're going to see all different kinds of icons light up. You'll hear a beep. Let's just go ahead and push that button. You're going to hold that button in. It's going to turn everything on. Like I said, icons everywhere, kind of lets you know where things are situated at. You can have your input, your output, the condition of the battery, and how many hours you have, and also the condition of the two batteries here, which they're both green. If they were discharged right now, you would see a different thing, and I can kind of show you that real quick. So what I'll do is I'll take one of these batteries out, like that guy there, take one of the batteries that I have that need to be charged that was inside that little portable vacuum cleaner, put that in there, and you can see how that's red versus green, so that means that's charging. And it kind of gives you the idea right there, the output, what's costing to charge that battery. And like I said, you can have several of these 4,000 milliamp batteries. And like I said, they're quite interesting on using them for charging, and we'll go over that here shortly. All right, so let's kind of look at the screen itself. All right, so you have this input here, which is a DC kind of input. This will be the same way. This is the 100-watt input for if you're going to charge it via your car vehicle or whatnot. And also if you're going to do a solar charging, which it comes with, and I'll go over more of that, but that's going to be the same cord that you're going to use there for your solar panels, and you're going to use that for the input there. Now, another way to charge this is going to be through your Type-C charging, which is right here. And they give you a really beefy cord, a really beefy Type-C cord here, which is pretty awesome. And I guess because of the wattage and whatnot, but it's a very beefy cord. And it's what you're going to end up using to plug that in if you're going to do AC charging. It's going to come with this brick here. Oh, almost dropped that. Where you're going to charge this, put this into the wall, of course, and then you're going to use that from Type-C to charge this unit. From there, like I said, it's also an output in case you're trying to charge something. And then finally, someone gets it right. I always call it, some people call it an accessory adapter at this point, but I always call it the cigarette adapter, and you're going to kind of see that pop open right there, and just your standard cigarette adapter. Now, I did accidentally touch the DC thing there, this button here, and basically when you tap it, it's going to turn it on. And you can see up there the icon says car, so that you know that that's active if you're going to be using this to charge. And I guess I have big hands because every time I come across that and mess with this button here, I touch that. But that's going to be the basics of the front of the screen, which you got here. And then on the top of this, of course, you're going to have wireless charging. So if you have a phone or whatnot, you're going to stick that on there, or if you have one of those smartwatches or whatever that you might have that wireless capability to charge, you're going to use that. And on here, you would probably want to circle this around here because that's where it's going to be. This is where you're going to need to put that to get the maximum charging power out of the wireless charging. Now we can turn this thing on its side here. This is going to be the AC right here. And it's the same premise. You're going to hold this button down. You're going to hear the button. That's going to light up, and that's going to be your AC port. It is only a single AC port. There is a fan here because when you plug in the AC, which will draw more power, that little fan will kick on. It's not horribly loud, but you can hear it. Anyways, that's kind of like the whole basis of this unit itself. You can see there's another, there's always an exhaust fan on one end and one that draws in air on the other end. And like I said, of course, it has this little handle here, which is very nice. Now, so some of you folks may ask, what do you get in the box when you purchase something like this? All right, so you're going to get this little carrying case here that carries those 2 batteries in case you're going to take them on the run. And whatnot, and like I said, 2 batteries will fit in there nicely. I dropped this and the plastic broke, so I don't know how durable this thing is, but I guess with the weight of the batteries and whatnot, it kind of snapped on me pretty quick. The batteries are okay, but I destroyed the case, so that might be something that they might want to do, maybe something more a bit rubberized or something like that versus the cheap plastic. That might be an option because literally it only dropped once and kind of split this here, so the case is kind of gone. But, I mean, it still fits in there and whatnot, and if I wanted to kind of put some tape or a rubber band around it, I could. But just to kind of let you guys know, that happened when I guess the weight of the batteries and whatnot hit that. So outside of that, like I said, you're going to get your DC adapter for your vehicle, and this is to charge it from your car into the device. Then you're going to get your solar charger, which again is a DC connector there. Which then connects to your solar panels from here, your standard solar panel connections there. And like I said, then you're going to get that beefy Type-C adapter, and that's going to be basically, you're going to plug it into the brick here, and then plug that into the device to charge the unit. And real quick, I did want to show you the little vacuum cleaner that I was kind of briefly went over. This is another one of their products. And it's a very, like I said, little handy little vacuum cleaner. The wife has used it and played with it around with it. It is, like I said, very convenient to put those batteries in there. Like I said, these batteries just kind of just slide into the device. Like I said, you can use whichever battery that you're going to prefer to use on a device like this. And to keep it charged, and like I said, you're just going to slide that in there just like that and locks into place. And this might be a little loud, but I'll turn it on just to kind of give you an idea. It's very simple to use. And so, like I said, surprisingly, the suction is very good, and it comes with a bunch of little accessories. But you can check that out on their site. And again, you can remove this battery to charge it and whatnot, or use it for charging other things. All right, folks. So what I decided to do is hook a few things up. So I got one of my flashlights here charging via USB. on here. And then via Type-C fast charging, I have my beast mode light, which no comment. We'll discuss that at a later date. And then up here, I have a phone charging on the top part of this to kind of give you an idea of the things that I have inputted in here. And then I have a radio that I'm going to turn on here in a second, which is this guy right here. And we're going to go ahead and turn on the AC for it, button on the side. And so we have everything plugged in. I should be able to turn this thing on here. And I know it's a little bit close. Kind of give you guys an idea. But let me go ahead and turn the radio on. And of course the radio is working there. I made sure I put it on a station so YouTube won't get mad. But anyways, and that's another thing that we'll discuss down the road. These are all different types of things that I want to discuss with you folks. But that kind of shows you that I got the phone charging, some lights charging, a radio charging, one of their batteries charging, and you can see that the battery, by me charging all the stuff, I have about 5 hours. The output is pushing about 40 watts. So I'm not stressing the battery, and folks, I'll be 100% honest with you. With a unit like this, you probably don't want to push it up to the 300 watt capacity. Even though it's capable of doing so, you're probably going to, run that battery pretty quick. This is going to be something for on the go for, let's say, you got some communications, let's say, let me turn this over here. Let's say you have some comms or something like that over here that you want to charge. Or like I said, different things like flashlights, phones, small electronics, and whatnot. If you have a small CPAP machine that's capable of running under that 300 watts, and I think most CPAPs that I've seen run around 100 to 150, they range a little bit, but that might be an option for you. Something that's very portable that you can take with you on the road. Like I said, this thing weighs 7 pounds. All right, so that being said, I'm going to go ahead and unplug the Type-C on this unit here, and then I'm going to try to go ahead and plug this thing in to charge it real fast to give you guys an idea how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Now that we're going to have that input from that. Now you can see that starts spinning. That's going to show you my input from the adapter that I have connected right over here. And like I said, we can turn that right there, and you can see how I have that charged right there. Move this back this way, and right now we're at 61. Now I'm pretty sure that this can get higher, especially that if you can run another input charging through here, because you can. So you can charge this with 2 inputs at 100 watts max. And again, now that I took that one flashlight off, I'm down to 15 watts. So it does do that whole pass-through charging and whatnot, so that you can do that if you had this plugged into your car, but you're also charging things through this. You can do things all of a sort, and that's not counting your solar panel or whatnot. Now, I'm going to show you guys the solar panel. Nothing but rain here in Florida, so I can't really show you the aspect of the solar panel regardless. But I mean, you guys get the understanding of how a solar panel works, is my assumption. They're very simplistic in nature. Like I said, you're just going to connect it to this port here, connect your solar panels, and put them at the proper angle that gets the most sunlight. And then, like I said, the charging capabilities of that solar panel is always going to depend on how much sunshine you have, where it's positioned, and whatnot. But as you can see, it's charging very quickly, even though I'm still pulling power out of the unit. But that just kind of gives you an overview of the B300 Litheli. So here's just a quick look at the solar panel, and again, my apologies to not only my viewers, but to Litheli. It's just been rain, clouds, rain, and I don't want to do a disservice to your product. But this is the solar panel they had sent me with the unit itself. It's a nice case that it comes into, easy, nice carrying handles and whatnot. Easy, very lightweight and whatnot. Funny enough, I think the unit itself probably weighs less when it comes to a solar panel. And as you can see here, they have it all set to go, folks. This is a 100-watt solar panel. You got your snaps here. And I know this is not going to be the best angle, but I figured I would at least show it to you folks the solar panel itself. I know you can't see me, and this is going to be off screen, but I like the rigidity of the solar panel. I like that it comes with this installed on it, so it's easy to hook up to your system. You're not hunting around for cables. If you're like me, you got so many cables laying around and whatnot, but that's that. And some of you folks may ask, well, Grey, how much does this thing cost? Well, the total cost on this is about $229, of course, plus tax. If I have any codes and stuff like that, they'll be linked down below for any other discounts and whatnot if you're interested in a product like this. And again, I'm really looking forward to seeing what would you use a product like this for. Right, so that wraps up this video, folks. And remember, folks, you are not alone. This is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys in a rebound, and God bless.